All right, we are live with our first official episode of East Texas University, adjusting some cameras. All right, so we are starting off in sophomore year because these guys have actually been running this campaign for 20 sessions in, and we wrapped up freshman year, had requests to go in and live stream this, so we figured starting at sophomore year, we'll pick it up there. Luckily, everybody's here right when we started, so that's going to work out well. So that's a catch up. Obviously, you guys, anyone who has played ETU before will notice these guys have dipped well beyond the normal realm, especially a sophomore year of ETU. We're running a couple custom rules, but first, anybody who's not familiar with it, ETU, or East Texas University, uses, there we go, the Savage Worlds rule set. Super cheap system, $10 for the core book. It is, any of my long-term players can tell them, this is my go-to system. East Texas University, its own book. But that's fine. It's also like 10 or 20 bucks. The main rule we're doing that's different than most campaigns, I also don't have a light on, is the fact that these guys get 1 XP per session. We progress real slow. We have 20 sessions in a school year. That means for anybody who normally runs ETU at the normal XP levels or Savage Worlds at the normal XP levels, these guys, as far as experience goes, are about halfway through being veteran or juniors in ETU. Without getting too much into the crunch and all, it's worth noting because this is going to be a long haul game. Alright, getting into the adventure at hand. If you caught episode 0, we kind of talked about what everybody did during the summer and played some catch up there. We had some people go on a tour to Valhalla. Another one go try and collect some magical ingredients in New Orleans. And May definitely sold part of his soul for a trinket. So I'm assuming you guys are all ready to go. We can start this thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, so this is the beginning of sophomore year. You guys had gone home for everything. You guys did get a frat last year, so we don't have to see if you get reassigned dorms or anything like that. You have a frat house you can move into. And given the connection to the frat, now I will say, given the things that happened, and thanks to the instances of Mr. Green, who was a leprechaun in big air quotes, who joined the frat that turned out to be a trans-dimensional demon that more or less put the whole world in shambles, but also your frat house. With the exception of Archie, because Archie will be tagging with you till the very end, Will, unless you buy off that hindrance.
Nah.
Everybody else has left the frat. Now, you guys are on the dean's good side, so he's not going to file paperwork or anything to look into why your numbers are so low. But basically, you guys, unless you try to rush other players or other NPCs, it's just you guys in the frat. You kind of have your own frat house now.
We'll see if anyone's worthy to join the frat later.
Yeah, we'll just kind of let that happen as it happens. I'm not sure how many extra bodies we want lying around with, considering all the weird crap that's happening anyhow.
All right, so on top of that, as you guys are moving in, there is a small fruit basket on the table in the living room with an envelope. Other than that, it's normal move-in scenario. The envelope does have...
a card?
It is actually like a normal full-size envelope. Kind of like a letter one.
I would like to say,
stocky.
just for the other players to know, I guess anyone's listening too, there is also a lot of new foliage outside the frat house.
There is.
Lots of flowers and stuff. They may bloom at certain times of night.
Of night, yeah. Getting some night blooming flowers in there will be real helpful.
Cool. Somebody did some landscaping.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check out the envelope.
All right, yeah. It's sealed just kind of with a Raven sticker, like an ET Raven sticker on the back. Opening it, it is a letter from President Nelson, the president of the college. He basically says, I'm glad to hear everybody made it through freshman year all right. It appears your grades are not suffering. He's very proud of you. He's very honored to be working with you, and hopefully your relationship will continue throughout the next year.
Aw.
In fact, he would like to discuss some pertinent information as soon as possible. He is available, and it would be today, because he knew what day move-in day is. He's the president of the university. He's available today at 6:30 p.m. And we'll say it's like noon right now.
I don't have any plans for this evening.
Yeah, Will would definitely go. Him and the president are on pretty good terms. He takes Poe, too, just for a visit. Poe is Will's Raven familiar.
I was going to say, with Maxim having the drop, Poe was bound to your spirit, right?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I couldn't remember if it was Maxim. That'll be a big problem. But, no, that's good. Awesome. All right. Are Damien and Saxon going to go check it out as well?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? I wake up at like 4:30 p.m. anyway.
This is just a side note for anybody who's joining us. Saxon has a specific hindrance called second fiddle. He blends into the background of most scenes. So what this means is I'm that guy in the background of every college movie who's just like, yeah! Except much quieter, and I just go with whatever Damien does. So
I should also note for everybody, including you guys who don't know, George, who's Saxon, sounds like crap right now because his internet is out. So he's over at Chris/Damien's house on a cell phone. So that audio's not normally that wonky, but we make do. I'm just happy you found a way to make it, George, given you had no internet, yet you're still on an online game. All right. So, anything, you guys got like 6 hours. It is move-in day. If there's anything you guys want to do around campus, check in on anybody, any of that stuff. Archie will be making dinner in the frat kitchen.
Can I ask what Archie did over the summer?
Yeah. Your audio is doing that weird fade-out thing, by the way, Will. But we can do a quick shuffle. Oh god, I gotta fix these cards. Hide the adventure deck. Re-show it. There we go. I couldn't click to shuffle our cards. Alright, so Archie had a tale. Oh, a tale of desire. So Archie's gonna get kind of sheepish and just be like, oh no, I did some traveling. I went and checked out New Orleans. It was a pretty nice place.
Why didn't you come find me? Where were you trying to find me?
That's right. You're in New Orleans. I totally forgot. I'm sorry, best friend.
Okay.
As a quick aside, would you like more or more people in the frat?
I don't care.
Do we? No, I was talking
okay.
to Will, whoever the lead is.
Oh yeah, Will is.
Don't we need a certain minimum?
We do need a minimum. I'd say that we have to screen people pretty closely, though, if we're going to bring them in, considering.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we need a keyboardist, right?
I'm just gonna go around the campus in the van, saying that the band lives at this frat. Rush it if you want.
Nice. Now I can't remember. Have you taken Connection Fans yet, or is that for midterms?
Next time.
Okay, that's at midterms. All right. So then this is just a streetwise roll. You do get to add your charisma. Wow. All right. So I know how many qualified people are in, but I need to see how many people actually show up.
Well, yeah, I know where Will's going to be most of the day.
Thank you. I have no idea why my sound went. I'm not going to lie. Today, OBS has been wanting to activate things randomly. So, thanks for the heads up, Chris. All right. So, apparently she is. Hopefully it wasn't gone for too long. I'm sorry to everybody where the audio went wonky. In fact, I'll do that on the break. I must have bumped the hotkey for it. So, Saxon, you're going to specifically pull out phrases like, I don't know, sir, our technician said everything was up to code. And mentions like, there shouldn't be any electrical fires. I don't know why the suppression system keeps going off. And after a couple minutes, he is going to leave. Which will leave the president there at the door, just kind of like that. Yeah,
Do we recognize who's leaving?
You can give me a streetwise roll at a -4, because it is not a student. It is not someone who works specifically at the college. But
Yeah,
you guys have been around for a year, so you might have spotted him.
Oh, not bad.
Positive numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
considering I had a net -6 and only got a -2, I think I did pretty good.
Wow, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're probably untrained, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
You're like, huh. No, I don't know who that is. All right, you guys don't recognize him.
Okay.
He does appear to kind of have like a polo shirt on, and he actually is wearing a yellow construction hat.
Okay, some sort of worker dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
President Nelson, how you doing?
I wish it was better. I mean, given everything that happened last year, I was hoping we could move along, kind of move past everything, and I had big hopes that our new freshman assembly would be just, well, not just like last year, as those of you who are here know, but similar last year, where we could do it in the Roost. I mean, that's tradition. But I have these contractors telling me that electrical fires keep sparking up, and they're getting weird readings, and they know all the lines are right. So, given the history of the area, I'm a little worried it might be something else. I can't exactly tell a foreman it might be a ghost we pissed off and drugged to hell, but, you know. So, with...
Did we send her to
what
hell?
now?
Yeah, if you remember, what had happened was you guys accidentally, or I guess Glenn Mack accidentally summoned a bunch of geists.
I think that was in character.
Okay.
Damien was asking what the hell just happened after Saxon had immediately raised his hand, confused.
Okay, so I know some of you weren't here last time. I was going to do a flashback. This word exposition's just as good. So I know a couple of you came into the semester a little late. Normally we have freshman orientation in the Roost, which is our indoor basketball court. And we have an event called the Sweat Lodge. We get all our freshmen in. They're mentored by seniors. Hopefully, if you live long enough, you'll get to be one of them. Anyways, when that happened, your other two friends, along with a few others who seem to have dropped out or otherwise disappeared, it's rather sad, but they thwarted a security guard who was painting symbols all over the area in secret to try and catch it on fire. Some dark ritual. We never really got to the bottom of it. However, he was dealt with. He was removed from our staff. While doing the remodeling, similar instances to what is currently cropping up again happened. And honestly, you know, former Professor Glenn McCallahan, he got the idea to investigate on his own. And he roped these two, as well as their now missing friends, into it. They went, got me. I arrived just in time to see several what I could only assume are evil spirits or demons or shadow beings summoned, wreaked havoc on the whole place, undid all our restorations, and on top of it, some woman in a white dress was drugged by these things. Now, I've been informed it is a former colleague of mine by the name of Nina Castle, and I feel awful that it was her. I didn't even get to say hello, given what happened. But apparently, given a tiger's head that caught fire, it was able to banish all these dark spirits as well as her. In all honesty, since that night, remodeling, we decided to go the extra mile on the remodels because everything was reading clean. We had no EMFs. We had no electrical surges. Nothing. And honestly, guys, you've been in Pine Box long enough. Getting nothing is kind of a blessing around here. Usually you get at least something in the background. So we tried to make use of it, the whole new state-of-the-art facility. But in the last week, we've been getting readings again.
They were saving up.
Well, now, if you remember, President Nelson is actually versed in magic. He's not some super sorcerer, but he was a protector. He was basically you guys, like 60 years ago. So I'm going to pull up his Arcana roll, or his Arcana stat.
We also know he and, what's her name, were involved.
They
too,
were,
right?
yes.
Yeah, or maybe Will just knows that. I'm not sure. Because Poe told him.
Yeah.
But I think everyone knew. I think he probably told them.
Will's kind of a gossip. That's fine.
Yeah,
He's
Will's
not
a
playing
gossip
it
bit.
up, but yeah. All right, there we go. President Nelson. He has knowledge occult, D8, ritualism, D6. This could fall under knowledge occult, so we'll take the better skill for this. All right. So he'll know well enough, and he'll just be like, honestly, I think whatever magic you performed, booted all the spirits out of the area. And normally, a spell like that is going to work for months, and if it's really successful, years. And it's been a year. I'm a little worried either the effects of the spell failed, or the timer more or less ran up in the proverbial sense.
Well, do you have another tiger's head?
I do not. Honestly, I think this it may just be some contractors looking to push an extra few pennies out of me. As I said, it's those kind of occurrences are common in Pine Box. Look, I trust these guys enough to get the job done, but it wouldn't surprise me if anybody in this town would be reporting that, because every job has those issues around here. So, if it is the case, go check it out. Make sure we know what we're dealing with. Maybe those shadows are back. Maybe we're lucky and Nina's back, and not the shadows. Who knows? Maybe both. If that's the case, that's the case. But while you're doing that, trust me, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and sometimes you don't need a cat's head. I have a few tomes, nothing too spectacular, but I may have an alternative way that won't require a damn tiger's head to get rid of these things.
Well, technically, we just needed the tiger's fur.
Yeah. The sweat lodge
Suggesting
for
we hunt
this year
down
is-
and shave a tiger?
What do you think I did over the summer?
I don't want to know. The sweat lodge for this year, that's in 2 nights, isn't it?
Yes, it is Saturday. If we can... my chat is all catching up right now. Yes, it is in 2 days. The big event. Normally we stretch it out over 3 days, those of you who are here, and we do the big one on Saturday. Given the new facilities, we can probably fit all of the freshman class in. So we could make it just one big event. As of right now, it's been postponed. I'd really like to be able to have that go on without a hitch. I'd also like not to see, the Roost burn down again. Or potentially.
I'll say, we didn't burn it down, we flooded it.
You did. That's right, because you did it before the fire went off. So you guys
That's right.
just flooded it.
Okay, so I guess what we need to do is head over that direction and see what we can find. Yes, no?
Yeah.
So, Mr. President,
Yes.
you said you have a few old tomes. What exactly are we talking about? Is there anything you need to set some stuff up? Or
I'm
I
gonna...
have some ingredients back at the frat house.
While you folks, kind of go look around, get the lay of the land, more or less try and figure out what we're dealing with here, I'm going to do some digging. I won't know precisely what we need until I find what I hope is the proper spell for the situation. But I'll let you know.
You have our numbers, I assume.
Oh, yeah. He definitely does.
Yeah, if nothing else, you can get them. So, all right, let's head over to the Roost and see what we can find then.
Makes sense.
Well, we got a couple hours for the party starts anyhow, so.
There we go. Lost chat for a second. Reconnecting. Okay. So if you guys... Now, I will also note, you guys don't know a party's coming. Damien went out telling people, hey, arrive and all that, but there's been no official party.
It's our first night on campus. There's going to be a party somewhere.
This is true. Okay,
That,
so...
and also, Saxon and Damien are pretty overconfident. We don't have the fucking flaw, but we're pretty arrogant when it comes to how good we play.
Damien does.
I have the flaw.
Yeah, Damien has the flaw. All right, that is true. Okay, so we can do this just to give you guys a quick lay of the land. Like, go scout. You guys are friends with President Nelson at this point, which means he'll give you keys. You don't have to worry about security or anything. He'll make sure they're out of the way. Let's move you guys.
I think security probably steers clear of us a little bit at this point.
A good bit. As long as...
Get out of that one guy.
As long as they aren't things that they absolutely can't ignore, like walking down the street with a rifle or something.
Damn, I was hoping to get you on that one.
No.
Well, with the rifle is one thing. With the pistol is another.
They do have some rules they have to keep up with. They let you slide, it'll be anarchy. But with that, we can do just kind of a quick dramatic task. You guys are pretty sure there's a party coming, so you're going to try and rush it a bit. Typical dramatic task, difficulty of -2. And these will just be... You don't need to worry about stealth, so these will just be notice checks. And anytime a club comes up, something's going to happen.
So are we going to take one lead notice roller and the rest of us assist with notice?
That's on you guys. That's probably the best bet. So whoever wants to be heading... I don't even want to say investigation, the scouting of the Roost.
I mean, I've got a decent notice. I don't mind taking
Okay.
Do we want to split up or do we want to do it as a team?
We should split up. That's the smartest idea. We can cover more ground.
It always works in Scooby-Doo.
All right.
It does.
Yeah,
I do have to
Saxon,
ask
Damien,
second.
and the other two.
I do have to ask Saxon, is Damien and Saxon teaming up?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Will and Charles, are you guys going alone, or are you also going to be a pair of two?
We'll pair up, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Two pair would probably work.
All right. Then we can double the cars. If you guys are spread out, you're more likely to run into things.
Okay, Will, I've got a 6. What do you have for notice?
Same.
Okay, I'll let you be lead then.
I also don't have any bennies for some reason.
Oh, sorry about that, Will. I'll give...
He only likes me. I'm the only one that got him.
Damien
I
and
guess
Saxon
you
got him
guys
too.
got him. Okay. I didn't hear you say anything. I wasn't paying any attention.
Okay. Gotcha, Chris. All right.
Character sheet was down there over everybody, so I couldn't see what everybody had.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, so
Okay, so
we'll do Charles is supporting Will, so Charles, you get to roll first. Okay, so Will, you get a +1 plus the -2. So you're going to be at -1.
All right.
All right, so you're at 1 success. All right, Damien and Saxon. Given second fiddle, I'm kind of assuming Damien's taking lead, but that's on you guys. Yeah. Okay, so Saxon, give me an assist. All right, Saxon's granting a +1, so you're only at -1, Damien. All right, so 1 success each. All right.
Got it.
Well, I gotta lean those clubs over to Mr. Trouble Magnet. Which, speaking of, you will get a Benny, because I'm going to be drawing twice, and if only one club comes up, it's going your guys' way. So that's worth a Benny.
Fair
So,
enough.
Charles, give me a notice roll at -2.
Okay,
All
no help.
right. And then, Will, you're at a total of -4. 94.
All right.
Cool. So you succeed. You begin noticing some
I'm gonna
things.
help.
You're going to successfully find something. What is a...
Smoke.
All right. So I need you to make, you and Charles, since you guys are together, to both make agility rolls at -2.
Damn. Whoops.
Alright, and she has, what, a D8? Alright, because as you guys open a door, a pillar of fire comes erupting out. Alright, so she rolled a 5, which means Will dodges, Charles does not.
Oof.
It's only a shake though, so I'm good.
Column of fire. Other side is Nina. Charles, you're already shaken by the flames. Will, you're not shaken. You guys will notice she's still in her white dress and she's kind of floating there. Her skin is now completely pale, her hair stark white, and her eyes glowing red. And little, like, blue flames are kind of flicking off of her as she's floating there.
Will probably throw up his hands and be like, "Whoa, Nina, whoa, stop. We're not here to hurt you."
All right, so Damien and Saxon, you guys get your side of the investigation. All right, Saxon's not helping. Okay, so you
I'll
guys
send it to
got...
Benny.
Oh, you're on Benny? All right. Benny out. Benny deleted. No. All right.
At least it's not Snake Eyes.
Yeah. That is true. Okay. So, round 3. Well, I don't need to worry about the clubs now, because you guys actually ended up getting hit by her. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go turn order. So, Nina's the first that gets to go. She's going to lock eyes with you, Will, because you were the one that completed the ritual. And she's just going to go, "They drug me to hell." And then she's going to completely ignite on fire.
Ah!
It was Glenn Mack. It was Glenn Mack.
Like, you can make checks, but she definitely appears to be, like, she was drugged to hell and she's not quite the same now.
Yeah. Not happy about it. Yeah, I see that.
I'm looking in the wrong book. Now, that's not to say she can't be helped, because Nina was a helpful spirit when you guys had encountered her. But now she's kind of mad in this whole fire thing. Alright. Yeah. She's going to need to make... Alright, so we're doing no minis, which means I'm going to roll the dice to see if you get hurt. But she is doing a... Oh, never mind. Medium burst is 2d4 anyway, so it will hit both you guys. She's going to attempt to... She kind of does that and summons and more or less erupts flames out from the floor at you guys. So this is the burst or blast power. So this is at a -1, and it's versus your toughness or parry, right? No, crap! It runs like a grenade. So if she gets a 4,
It's an agility roll. So get out of the
no,
way.
burst is the cone. Blast is the explosion.
I thought you'd still get an agility roll to get out of the way of those.
I will double check because I had checked these beforehand.
I don't think so.
Go on my notes. Nope. It's basically like a grenade.
It depends upon the trapping and the GM's call. Is basically.
And she erupts fire. I will. You know what? Given the damage, I will say it allows an agility roll at -2.
Yeah, that's actually what I thought it was, but I don't know. I guess not.
All right. So she actually rolled a 4. So if you guys can succeed.
I have the cheat codes on today, guys.
I was going to say.
Mr. Trouble Magnet is directing it all at Charles. Now, if you have any worn armor, Charles, this is area damage, so it's going to bypass it. Sadly.
No, I have no armor. This is just my
Okay.
undead toughness.
You were shaken. It is 7 damage.
Okay, I'm going to drop a Benny to unshake so that I'm just shaken again.
Okay. Now, I will say, do you want to drop a Benny to unshake, or do you want to risk it for the biscuit, drop a Benny to soak, so you're not even shaken? Because if you hit a 4, you're totally fine. But it is a risk.
Let's go ahead and go for the soak, I guess.
All right.
Jeez.
Okay.
God.
Wow, I'm noticing a pattern here.
I am too. It's called You're on Fire. All right, so moving down the list.
There's a difference.
Charles, you're up next.
Get a fire extinguisher.
Oh, he gets to roll to unshake, and you get +2 to unshake.
Mm-hmm.
So you unshake.
Jeez Louise. Okay. So, and I am on fire?
Oh, I need to make that check. I have to roll a 6 on a d6 for that to happen. No, you're just kind of smoldering. I'm not going to assume anything super flammable's on you, more so than normal.
Probably not.
So, you have to roll a 6. All right, so...
I have none of these talking to them skills. You got drugged to hell. I got turned into a vampire. We've both had crappy years. Settle down. Let's get this solved.
All right. Yeah, give me a smarts roll.
Now that I have.
And what is her smarts? Okay, so it tied. So she's momentarily distracted. She's not shaken, but she is. It was a trick, basically. Double checking if it's tricks or test of will that give the +2 versus the -2 parry. Because I always confuse the two. There we go. Okay, so she has -2 parry. She's just like, huh? What? And for a moment, she kind of flickers down. Looks like Nina again. Alright, so Hearts beat Diamonds, so Will, you're up.
Okay. Well, now that she's, like, seems calm, I think Will is going to keep trying to talk her down.
Okay.
He's going to be like, what happened to you was terrible. He's like, but we want to help you now. He's like, we're working with President Nelson. He wants to make sure you're okay. We want to make sure you're okay. Even Poe wants to make sure you're okay.
Okay.
Like, we just need you to calm down and let us help you.
So we're entering social conflict territory.
Yeah.
Which works well. Alright. So Poe's going to give you a +1. The fact that you were the one that finished the rituals giving you a -2.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can give me a check. What is it, persuasion? No, it's...
Persuasion makes sense.
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Yeah. -1.
Yeah, total of a -1, and this will be versus her. Oh, actually unskilled. So.
Oh, there it is. I'll probably Benny that. Maybe I won't Benny that.
Okay. So that means you'd succeed. So basically, you have 1 point in this whole situation.
No, you know, I will Benny it. I'll keep
Okay.
Benny out. Because I have a lawn, so I can do better.
Yeah, it's that, and it's the time to do it. There
go.
you go. Yeah, so you're 2 points up now. Like, you've definitely talked her down. If she ever gets above you guys, no matter if it's first round, second round, or third round, then it'll basically, she'll go back into a rage, just given her circumstances. All right, Saxon, you get an assist roll. Damien and Saxon are on the other side of the roost, looking around, not realizing what's going on.
And let's face it, barely caring.
You guys are good teammates.
The best teammates, they stay out of the way. You didn't add your +2 into that, Damien.
There's a -2.
Yeah, so it would wash out.
Oh, dramatic task, right, sorry.
Okay, so you guys are looking, you're coming up with nothing. I know what you said about 3 rounds. So you're coming up with nothing. You guys kind of abandon the location. Back.
Yeah, unless we hear the sounds of combat and struggle, we out.
You guys can give me one more notice roll, because stuff did explode. Okay, so Saxon will hear an explosion. Damien won't. Damien's just not very observant today. But Saxon
For
will
a drummer,
hear
you
an
sure do have
explosion.
good hearing, you know that?
His phone's just blowing up, and he's just like, what is happening?
All right. Now, George, you there?
I am. It's just dog hopping up on me.
That's all right. With you hearing the explosion, are you letting Damien know, or are you guys cutting out?
I'll call one of the. I'll call Will.
Okay. So, luckily, Will's first up. So, Will, you're talking with Nina. Your phone also begins to ring. You can answer it, however, that will count as multi-action.
Yeah, can I just hand the phone to Charles, or does that also count as an action?
I'll say that's fine, because the main
Okay.
penalty would have been you're getting on the phone while trying to talk her down.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just hand it to him as it's ringing, and I'll keep talking her down, or trying to.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'd probably apologize again for what happened. We were misled by someone who was out of their league. We were just trying to help, but that's no excuse. I know President Nelson's really concerned about you. Maybe I could bring him here to see you. Would you like that?
Okay, here's the thing. You don't get any bonuses because you brought up President Nelson. She wouldn't know him as that.
Oh.
But you're just flat. Like, it doesn't hurt you, but she's like, you know.
Okay.
Like, she might recognize Nelson, but...
Yeah. What is President Nelson's first name? I feel like we have to know this.
James.
Okay. Yeah, he
James
still would have
Nelson.
said President Nelson, but
Yeah.
I'm curious. So just a flat roll?
It's at -2, because you're the one that finished the ritual.
Oh, right.
Like, that's just going to persist.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
And she... You also didn't Snake Eyes, which is good.
Yeah. What the fuck?
All right, so she's up 1 point. So you see her starting to get mad, like, you know, president. Yeah, like it almost seems like she's like twitching, like fighting back multiple opinions within herself.
Okay.
But she begins like losing it a little bit. You got far enough last time. She's gained back some ground, but you're still
I'm
in the
still
lead,
ahead.
luckily. All right, next up. Oh, I forgot to draw their card. There we go. Actually, next up is Saxon and Damien. I'm assuming you're going to stay on the phone, Saxon, waiting for it to pick up.
I'm like walking with it, and we're walking out though, because
Okay.
it's just like, oh, I'm picking up.
All right, Charles. Charles, you there?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I was muted.
That happens.
As crazy as we are, explosions are one of those things that's just like,
Nope.
that's probably not. I can't punch an explosion to death.
So I answered the phone. Hi, guys. We're standing here talking to Nina right now. I'll let you decide if you want to come over here or not, and then I just hang up.
Now, the entire side from Charles is going to be crackly, and there's going to be some static, because you're next to a ghost on a cell phone.
Oh, yes.
If something's going to give you interference, it'll be that. But, like, the stack and the crackles coming in is the wailing of the damned. So you guys can do with that what you want.
So can we still hear him talking?
Yes.
And he sounded calm.
He did.
Mostly, yes.
So if he's calm, we're going to trust that they were alive when we met them. We're going to trust that they can handle the situation, and we can go rock.
We have an appointment to rock. I'm sorry. All right. Nina got her check because she's in the back and forth with you, Will.
Yeah.
So, round 3.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And I'm not even going to worry about Damien Saxon. They are now walking out. Hey, she actually goes after
wow.
you. All right,
That's
so
amazing.
Charles, you hang up the phone. They're still in talks. So you want to be on hold, or is there anything you want to do? Charles.
I think what I want to do is I want to provide support to Will in some way.
Okay.
I want to talk about how Poe is wondering how you're doing. I'm not sure what else to say here. Everybody's just really concerned. We really are upset over what happened to you. We didn't want it to happen that way either.
That's fine. We'll just kind of balance with the unknowing with bringing up Poe to just a flat persuasion roll to assist.
Yay.
Not double ones. Not okay. All right. So Will.
No, but it's another 3.
That is true.
All right. So, when I said President Nelson, did she like cue in on the president and seem confused, or
it didn't even hit her? Like it didn't register, so
Okay.
it just went over.
I wasn't sure how much of that was like the character thing and how much that was you just talking to me.
Yeah, no, it's more just it went over her head.
But Will would bring up, because he might not realize that exactly went over her head, but he'd be like, I know that you used to protect the school here like we do now with Nelson and Barry, and he's like, Post told me all about that, and we're trying to do what you all used to do.
Okay, you get a +2, so that'll wash it out.
Yeah. And we're trying to do that for her, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all right.
All right, not double ones. Okay, double ones won't matter. So, like,
Yeah. I might drop another Benny, but we'll see.
all right. You're ahead by 1. You're ahead by 2. So do you want to stay ahead by 2, or do you want to try to get a better?
I'm going to drop another Benny and see if I can do better. That Alon is calling to me.
All right.
Okay, I did better.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So 3 more. So you're ahead by 4. Sadly, ahead by 3 and ahead by 4 is the same thing.
Yeah.
But
Need 5 to win, or
there's degrees of winning.
yeah.
1 to 2, they're not really convinced, but they more or less decide it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
3 to 4, they're convinced. 5 up, they're not just convinced, but they like put in the extra effort.
Right.
So she kind of goes, and you see her like she collapses, but kind of in a way, almost like a plastic bag falls to the ground as she like slumps down, and she's translucent. It's like I'm fighting it so hard. If you know about me and my friends, get a hold of any of them that are still alive. I need help. It burned so bad. I can't keep control. And
Yeah, Will would just be like, we'll be back.
and at that point, both of you can give me notice rolls.
Okay.
It's not a 3.
All right. If you guys even get a success, you're good. Okay, cool. And she'll just be like, it's burning so bad. And you guys feel the room slowly getting hotter. And you know, it's like, you open a door to a hallway. She was there. You've been having this whole conversation in a door frame. You can see down. This is like one of the hallways to the tunnels under the roost.
Okay.
You can see down the winding tunnel, and coming around the corner, you see flickering light as 2 geists, which were those shadow creatures that pulled her, are coming.
Yeah.
Only now they're flickering with flames.
Cool. So I think we maybe